Hey everybody, welcome back to Overland, Florida. I'm Kevin, and I'm out here with my girlfriend Jillian, her dog Goose, and another dog Marlo on the other side. And we are at Overland Expo. So right now, it's about 10 a.m. on Saturday. We actually arrived yesterday, Friday around 11 a.m. And we set up camp, walked through camp, trying to find people we knew from previous camping trips or just from social media. We walked through all the vendors, saw all the new cool things, got some stickers. Then we met up with my friend Vinny and his wife from Miami. They're at the four-wheel campers booth. So we returned later that evening after dinner and sat around the fire with them. So before we head to the vendor area, I'm just gonna show you guys around our campsite. So here's my little Ford Maverick. So from Franklin, North Carolina to Arlington, Virginia, which was 6.5 hours, with the cruise control set between 66 and 77 miles an hour, I averaged 28 miles to the gallon. Weighed down with all the water, the tent, the drawer of camping supplies and everything. Of course, there's Goose. And yeah, I'll show you guys my Ford Maverick first. So here's Marlo. She got this bandana from a booth yesterday. She's been wearing it proudly. But so far, probably the best thing we've used all weekend is probably this road shower from Yakima. I have this nozzle on there right now, and it has the same pressure you would have at your house. So we've been using this to wash dishes. It kind of just blasts all the food off, makes it really easy to wash the dishes. It has many other uses, but that's what we've been using this for this weekend. Other than that, Rock Palace has been going since Friday afternoon, and we're still at 93%. It's been running this refrigerator. Granted, at nighttime it's cool enough. The refrigerator probably doesn't cycle very often, but being in this pasture in the sun during the day, the refrigerator runs pretty often. So yeah, over about a full 24 hours right now with the refrigerator, this, and then charging my headlamp and just other little things, we're at 93%. And part of that is because I have a 100-watt solar panel right there that's continuously plugged in. So anytime the sun comes up in the morning and then all afternoon, I'm getting, let's see, right now it says about 55, and it goes up to 60 sometimes watts coming in from the solar panel. So that pretty much keeps us topped off. All day yesterday, that was at 99%. Just gotta get a few more, probably another 2 hours of sun, and that'll be 99% until the sun goes down. So, yep, didn't use the iCamper today. I think we're gonna use the iCamper tonight. Use the Dometic table for the first time cooking, and it's really nice. It's actually adjustable with height, but we just sit at this level right here. It's worked fine. I would not get a table smaller than this. This is just enough room for the stove, you know, lay out some utensils, some food stuff over here, and it's pretty much the perfect size, and it folds up nice, fits behind the seat in my truck on the floorboard. Got my propane tank right there, and this is what we slept in last night. So here's our Dometic chairs. Comfortable. They got a little bamboo armrest right there. Seems like they're gonna hold up just fine. They're really nice and light. They fold up relatively small. So this is Jillian's awning room, made by Rome. And this is where we slept last night. And we have a full-size air mattress. We have one little dog crate right over there. And then we have the side over there open up so we can get into the inside of the 4Runner. And if you can see right there, we have another dog crate. So the dog slept in the truck. We had this crate just so they could take a nap, and then we slept in here. And you still have a little bit of room to put stuff, but I would not get an awning room smaller than this. I would probably get the biggest awning room that you can fit on your vehicle. The one that I had on my Tacoma was 6.5 feet by 8 feet, and we could fit an air mattress, 2 chairs, you know, and still have room for backpacks and gear. So, and the reason why I say get the bigger one is because if it's storming outside or raining and you're going to spend a lot of time in here, you're going to want some room to open up some chairs and put a little folding table or something. And here's the back of Jillian's 4Runner. So she actually hand built all these drawers and this refrigerator slide. She's got a Dometic refrigerator. I think it's 45 quarts. But yeah, we got this thing packed out. You got to bring a lot of stuff when you have dogs. This has a little lid on top of the drawers, so you can use this as a table while you cook or anything. Kind of like doubles your counter space. Basically, she just has like cooking gear and just other items in her drawers. We'll go through those another time. But this is just how we have camp set up for Overland Expo East. Sometimes the best part about expos is just going around looking at people's personal setups. So we're gonna take a little stroll through the campground. Good, how are you? So what I took you down was just one aisle of camping. We're on the back row over here where this white 4Runner is. So we just went down this aisle right here, and as you can see, there's a lot to see. So this over here is the vendor section. You have like the motorcycle camping right here, and then these two aisles right here are like the first people that showed up Thursday evening for camping. So they got that front row section right here, then they started filling us up back here, and then they did this row right in front, and they have a whole nother pasture on the other side of people set up for camping. So we're not going to go through all the vendors and kill you guys, so we're just going to go down one aisle and just show you how busy it is. see all the different vendors, and then we're gonna go find Vinny and just hang out for a little bit. So this is some of the motorcycle camping. So all these people showed up on their motorcycles and they're using what they had in their top boxes. So there are a ton of rooftop tents here, and I have to say, at least where we're camping, a majority are iCamper. And this year's theme must be trailers, because there are tons of trailers, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger. And I have a feeling this is going to turn into a RV show in a couple years. So here's some pop-top vans. This one right here is probably one of the coolest. And then over here, you got a bright red one. So this is Zach and Tracy from Sunshine State Vikings. They have a YouTube channel, or Instagram. And they're probably in the vendor area, so we're gonna go track them down and say hi. They have their new husky puppy with them. So we're gonna leave the camping area. Now we're gonna head to the vendor area.
Thank you. Hey fellas.
Hello. Excuse me. So this is the chaos that is Overland Expo East. It's actually really nice. There's not really any chaos at all. But this is Saturday, probably the most busiest day. So everyone's gonna be out and about. I'm not gonna go booth by booth, but I think you guys get the idea. There's probably 150 vendor spots, if I had to guess. Like I said, there are rooftop tents everywhere. And I think trailers are almost more popular than rooftop tents now. Even if it's a booth that doesn't even sell trailers, they have a trailer. So you can obviously tell it's like the next coolest thing. Finally made it to the four-wheel camper section. And here's Vinny's truck. You might remember this from a couple YouTube videos from last year.
charging.
I would ask them and see, but I think that's what they
You know, usually.
I think it's sound and radio. But yeah, for what it is, it ended up working out. We weren't sure if it was like snake oil or it was actually going to be. Yeah, because there was wool everywhere. You can't see at the surface level.
They never had freaking 20 times. Right. Freaking really just go across the world. Yeah. Like this is one of the things like. Hey, big U-turn. Come on.
I want to see the subframe pins.
I like the tow rope there. I hope I won't use it. No, I hope not either, but you got one side.
I know as soon as we get there, we're going to change everything we see.
Oh, we're buying cheese, ground beef.
We're now heading back to camp, walking away from the expo, and we're gonna start packing up. Tonight, we're actually gonna try to camp at Linville Gorge in North Carolina. And as we get to the top of the hill here, you can kind of see, again, how big it is and how many more people came as a day pass just for today on Saturday. So anybody that's interested in coming here to camp, they park you like you're about to tailgate for a football game, and they tell you to set up camp. So everyone's really close, right on top of each other. And here's our camp. Got a couple stickers. I got a lot the other day, yesterday actually. We're almost done packing up. The awning and the awning room pack up really quick, surprisingly. If you know how to roll it up and fold it so it fits back in the bag nicely, that all helps. Beautiful weather all weekend. High of right around 70, low about 47 degrees. A little breeze, nothing crazy. Every now and then you'll get a gust of wind that comes and everyone's tents and awnings flap, and you can tell who didn't stake them down. They all flip up on top of the vehicle. And Goose wants to say hi. And okay, so I think around 10:30 we actually left. So from 10:30 to 11:55 I've had the solar panel in almost full sun, just about. There's a little shadow that's on a little bit of it, but when we left it was 91%. We are now at 96, so it doesn't take too long to charge it. So we were all packed up and we were ready to head back towards North Carolina, and we were going to find somewhere to camp along the way. But the weather was just so beautiful, and we've been wanting to come to an expo for so long, we decided we might as well stay a second day. And they had us packed in like sardines, and we decided, well, since everything's packed up and we have the dogs, and anytime someone at the campsite next to us or anything moved or cooked or walked to or from their camp, the dogs would kind of alert to them. So we decided, we have all this extra room back here, we might as well just set up in the middle so the dogs won't bother anybody. So we decided to set up camp a little bit differently. We got the awning out. We're not going to use the awning room. We're gonna use the awning just for some shade over the tailgate for when we cook and stuff, and we're gonna use the iCamper tonight. So it'll be kind of fun. The dogs are ready to get out of the truck, although they think we went to a new campsite or campground since they loaded everything up with us. So this is gonna be real time how quick it is to set up an iCamper rooftop tent. So you got your key. And there you have it. I don't know how long that was, but it couldn't have been longer than a minute and 15 seconds. But all I have to do is put the rods for the windows on the sides, and that's it. Now that the tent's up, I got the solar panel out, and we are getting 68 watts right now. I was hanging it on the side of the truck earlier, but now that the tent's there, it's kind of hard. So I got it laying right there alongside the truck. It's getting some good sun, and I think we're up to like 98, 99% on the power station. So it's time to start charging the GoPro and the phones, get everything topped off. It's now about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the sun keeps going in and out of clouds. When the sun goes behind a cloud, it gets really chilly because of the breeze, and we got to put layers on. And as soon as the sun comes back out, we start taking all the layers back off. But we are about to go walk back around by the vendors, and they got some food trucks and stuff set up over there. And while we were just hanging out, messing around, I put the shower attachment on here. So this has a quick release on here, and you can use like this hose with a nozzle, or I got a 30-inch shower head. And the weight of the shower head is almost too heavy, and it bends this part right here. Is that right, Goose? So I have this little gear tie right here, so you can adjust the shower head up. So when we get back later, I'll pressurize this. You can put up to 65 PSI in there. I've only done 30 because I wasn't sure how much I could put in there, and it was pretty powerful with 30 PSI, so I'm going to crank it up to about 55, 60, and then we'll see how much water comes out of the shower head. So what you saw earlier was they have a little course, and they teach you how to off-road and how to do recoveries. And that's all over this property where we kind of sat and ate. So now I'm at a booth, and these gentlemen are from Canada, and they sell these flatbeds, and they also sell these campers that are basically just boxes. They're really simple.
Jacks, ready to camp. So there's mattress, storage. The only thing missing is the water, fridge, and the electricity, which are optional.
But
So yep,
you only
it comes almost full equipped.
4 inches. So that one is
Had a big hill to go to set up. Put out on 4x4, drove up the hill, no worries at all. And we were full of luggage. We had some flags and stuff like that. It's really fun.
These overland and off-road trailers just keep getting bigger and bigger.
I think so too, but I can check online. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's 18.
So they are from hot cold water. It's part of the plumbing system, so you can heat out hot or cold water
The Rivians seem to be pretty popular up here. This one's hood has popped, it must have broke down. Just kidding, that's a joke. So it is a lot more fun to walk through the camping area where all the general people camp, because you have regular campers, you have Jeep Gladiator, regular Jeep, van, Ford Flex, you have a Dodge with a iCamper on top, you have, what was that, a Chevy Silverado, looks like they brought everything they own with them, another Silverado, and you got some bigger campers. And you got people that camp in an enclosed trailer. Just a wide variety. We're now back at camp. The dogs are almost falling asleep. And we're just taking a break from walking around the venting area. So I want to test out the shower. I'm going to put like 60 pounds of pressure in there. And I have this $5 air compressor that I got from a dollar store. And we're going to see if we can put some pressure in here. And Rock Pal's still at 99%, and it's been charging stuff all day running the refrigerator, so pretty impressed with the Rock Pals. So it's pretty simple. I just have the air compressor at this little fitting right here at the top. I'm gonna turn it on. Right now, let's see. Right now it's reading 0 PSI, so I'll flip this little switch. The compressor is reading between 50 and 55, so I went ahead and stopped there. Marlo's drinking, if you're wondering what that noise is. So I'm gonna undo this fitting right here. Put the cap back on. Alright, this valve right here lets the water through the end of the shower head. So we'll go ahead and turn this on. It doesn't spray everywhere. Oops. I guess it's not totally off. Alright, so this is gonna be full blast. Oh wow, I wonder if you can twist it so it's more of a spray instead of a nozzle. Or maybe I just have too much PSI in there. Alright, 55 might be too much for the shower head. It's probably perfect for the hose nozzle. Sorry, the sun is in my eyes, but I really want to take a shower since I don't have a shower room. And there's a company by Zach and Tracy's camp setup, and they're providing free showers. So I'm gonna go check it out and I'll report back to you guys. So I guess I picked the wrong time to use these little shower rooms. The sun's starting to go down, you can see right through them, so I'll be giving everybody a free show. So you use this like a loofah, and the water comes out through the middle of the sponge. So you have roughly 7 minutes of water. This whole reservoir right here was full, and as you can see, it's empty. So that's the off position. That's on. That's the pump running. You can see the water coming out of the sponge. Really cool concept. And I'm so thankful for this company because I feel so much better. I hate sleeping without taking a shower. So yeah, I think everyone definitely got a free show, but that shower was so worth it. That felt really good. That little shower did not have an electric heater, so you had to heat the water up on the stove or some other way, and then you pour it into it and then take a shower. But it was 0.8 of a gallon. It wasn't even a full gallon of water, and it was about a 7-minute shower. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening, and the sun just went down behind the tree line. It was pretty sunset. We got our little camp set up over here, still kind of out, away from everybody, except for this person right here parked right here next to us. So other than that, pretty good evening. Probably gonna set up the little stove, heat up some soup, and then Vinny's having a fire at the 4-wheel campers booth. So we're gonna go over there, bring some drinks, sit around the nice warm fire, and the dogs can sit and enjoy the heat as well. So checking back in, we're at 98%, and the solar panel is done. The sun went down. It's not bringing in any wattage or anything. So this one just folds up and just clips together, and then it stores up, and it stores nice and flat. That's how thick that thing is. And that just goes right inside my drawer, right on top. It's pretty convenient. You can put that thing just about anywhere. While on the way to Overland Expo East, we stopped at my parents' in North Carolina, and on Wednesday my mom made soup, so we took some leftovers, put in the little refrigerator. So our bellies are gonna be nice and warm thanks to my mom and leftover soup, because it is already 55 degrees, and I think it might dip down into the upper 30s tonight, because between just the cooler weather and just being out here in this pasture in the morning dew, it gets pretty chilly. So dinner was delicious. Now it's time to wash dishes. So now is the fun part. I get to use the Yakima Road Shower. So this is up to like 55 PSI or whatever it was. So I switched out the little shower head, put this hose on. Let's see it charge up. All right, got some water, some pressure. And I'll just show you guys before I wash these dishes. That's just like you would have pressure that you'd have at the house. Not gonna waste it because I don't remember how much water I have in there, so definitely want enough. And then Jillian's got her buddy heater going. It's the first time I've ever used a buddy heater. Pretty impressive. It's on full blast. It's giving off some nice heat. So it's only about 8:30. The temperature's already 50 degrees, and this breeze is going like right through the clothes that we have. So we put on all the clothes that we have. We got the dogs. They got little jackets on, and we're gonna go find Vinny at the 4-wheel campers booth. He's got a little fire going. I got the rest of my Jack Daniels. This is what I was drinking last night, kept me warm. Jack Daniels watermelon. It's pretty good. So we're gonna bring these, and we're gonna go for a little walk.
Yeah. Going to the Burger Palace.
Are you?
So we made it back to camp. We left Vinny's. Thank you again for letting us hang around your fire for Friday night and Saturday night. And it is cold. It is only 11. It's already 44 degrees, and that does not account for the little breeze that's coming. We're on top of the hill. So I'm going to take this Rock Pals power station up to the tent, and Jillian has an electric blanket up there. So we're going to have a nice little warm electric blanket. And both the dogs are in the 4Runner. They have little blankets, little nests, so hopefully they stay warm. I don't know how cold it's going to be when we wake up in the morning. If it's 44 degrees now, I imagine it's probably going to be like 38, maybe like 37 with the wind. So it's going to be pretty chilly. Good morning, everybody. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and there's ice. Look at all over the roof. It froze last night. It was so cold. And look at that. Even had ice on the stairs when I got out of the tent. There's some ice right up here on the inside of the tent. So when I opened up the zipper, I saw it fall, and I'm like, oh no, it got that cold. And then there was ice all over the stairs. It was really slippery. Got the truck running for the dogs, warm them up a little bit. The tent is starting to dry out. The part that's facing the sun, obviously, is totally dry. So I'm just coming over here every now and then, just getting a few shakes, kind of get the water and condensation and everything off. It's time for breakfast, so we got some turkey patties. Any of you guys ever been to Mercer Orchards? We stopped there on the way. Pretty cool place. And we got some eggs. Keeping it simple. So we just finished breakfast. I'm starting to pack up everything. Still letting the tent dry out a little bit. But just some observations I made during this trip. There are so many rooftop tents, and I'm not talking about like the habitats that are like a truck topper that pop up. I'm talking about like just the roof style pop-up rooftop tent that you just bolt on, set on top, bolt on. iCamper, overwhelming majority of the tents out here are iCamper. There's a lot of Smittybilts, a lot of Tempui, a lot of the other brands, but there are a ton of iCampers. Like we were camping the first time over here, I think there was 5 rooftop tents right near us, and I think 4 of them were iCampers. Another thing, probably like 95% of the people camping out here have at least one solar panel. So solar's a pretty big thing. And out of those people that have solar panels, a vast majority of those are Jackery. And you can tell easily because they have the orange sides, and of course it says Jackery on it, but they really stood out that there was a big majority of people that had Jackery solar panels. I couldn't really tell what kind of power bank they had because usually they keep those hidden, stored away in your vehicle, but the solar panels you got to put out for everybody to see. So we're done packing up. We just got to load up the dogs and drop our trash off. It's been a fun Overland Expo East 2022. And thanks again, John, for the opportunity for Jillian and I to come out here. We got to visit with some friends around a fire Friday and Saturday night and catch up with them and meet some new people. So it's definitely a fun experience, and we got to see a whole bunch of different styles of camping out here.